Hi, flutists of Lake Orion High School and possibly 8th graders from the middle school. If you haven't met me yet, my name is Dr. Chelsea Koziatic, and I have worked with the Lake Orion Band for the past 2 or 3 years. I can't remember how long. I think 3 years. As the flute instructor, especially at band camp and during marching band season. Some of you I have seen for individual private lessons. Some of you I only see at band camp, and some of you are at band camp but not playing flute. You're in the pit or you're in the color guard. So I've met a lot of you in varying elements of your experience at Lake Orion. I'm going to do a series of videos to help you learn your excerpts for next year for your band audition. And today I'm focusing on Dvorak. The first excerpt listed after the scales is Symphony number 8. Today we are talking about absolute basics. Some of this work today doesn't even require your flute. It just requires hopefully some internet access or a way to get a CD recording, maybe from Mr. Steele or myself if you need help finding a recording. First of all, there may be notes in this excerpt that you have not learned the fingerings for. That is where I would start. Find any note that you haven't learned yet and find the fingering for it and learn that fingering and try to practice it over and over. There is a really great resource you can download for free, at least it was when I got it, called Finger Charts. And it's an app. You should be able to get it on any device. When you search for it in your store, sometimes when I search for it, it's not the first thing that pops up, which is weird because it's just finger charts. It's a mint green, blue-green color, and it says flute on it, so you should hopefully be able to find that. The Finger Charts app shows you fingerings for every octave of the flute, every note you can think of, and it also shows trill fingerings, which is awesome, because I don't like when people make up trill fingerings. They're real, and the real fingerings exist. So that's my first comment, is learn all the new notes and their fingerings. The second thing is to look through the excerpt and just understand the roadmap. There are a lot of repeats in this excerpt, and it's a good idea to just understand for sure how it goes before you start learning it. If you can print yourself a couple of copies, you can even use one copy as your roadmap study piece to draw little arrows of where you go back and stuff like that. So after you've learned some fingerings and after you've figured out the roadmap of this excerpt, it's time to listen not just to the excerpt, but to the whole movement. This is a really, really short part of this whole movement, and it'll make way more sense in context. If you have time, it'd be great to actually listen to the whole symphony, because this excerpt is a little clip of a movement, which is basically a little clip of a whole piece. So if you can listen to the whole piece, you'll even have a better understanding of where that movement fits, and then especially where the solo fits into that movement and into the piece at large. You can Google this. This symphony is so popular. If you just Google it, you'll get 100 hits right away on YouTube. You might be able to find a DSO live stream. And if you do find a live stream, you might be able to find a recording that zooms in on the flutist at the solo, so you know you won't miss it. But it's really quick, so you have to pay attention. It's kind of a habit that we listen in the symphony, and then as soon as the flute solo's over, we turn it off. Like, okay, I got it. I would really encourage you to listen past the solo all the way to the end of the movement. So, step 1. Find those new fingerings. Get the app. It'll help you. Don't make up trill fingerings. Step 2, learn the roadmap. Use a pencil or something to draw arrows if you need help. And step 3, listen to the movement. Then we'll go step 4, listen to the whole symphony. Okay? So that's where you're going to start on this excerpt. I will be back with another video on actually practicing it with the flute in the future. Okay? Thank you. Good luck.